Hi guys, Determined Gardener here. Lately in the news, we've been hearing about SNAP. You know, that federally funded food program for low-income families. Millions of Americans depend on it, and now it may be in jeopardy, but this video is not about that. This video is what you can do to make sure you have fresh fruits and vegetables on your table. So in this video, I'm going to give you 7 vegetables you can grow right now, because honestly, what's going on, this is a reminder why we should all be growing our own foods. Let's get to it. So let's start with the easiest vegetable to grow and the most self-sufficient vegetable, and that is potatoes. Potatoes give us the most food per square foot. They're filling, calorie dense, and one potato plant can produce up to 5 to 10 potatoes. You can grow them in grow bags, buckets, raised beds, or directly in the ground. They grow in all zones. In fact, potatoes are a cool weather vegetable, so it's perfect for gardening zones like mine, 7B in New York. Now, the second vegetable that goes a long way are collard greens. They are very cold hardy. They are fast growing and super nutritious. The best part is that the bugs really don't like them that much compared to other leafy greens like lettuce and spinach. So there's very little problem dealing with leaf munching insects. Also, collards are a really tough plant. Once you plant them, they're pretty much established. They are a set it and forget it vegetable, which means they are great for beginner gardeners. The third vegetable that packs a big nutritional punch. You can grow curly or smooth kale, and it's great in many dishes. Kale is packed with vitamins. We're talking about vitamin A, C, K, as well as minerals like calcium, potassium, and iron. It also contains beneficial antioxidants like fiber and omega-3 fatty acids. Kale is super easy to grow with many varieties tolerating cold weather and ongoing harvest from the same plant. Number 4, 5, and 6 are root vegetables: carrots, parsnip, and beets. To grow all 3, make sure you choose a spot with loose drained soil and plant seeds about 6 to 8 weeks before your first expected frost date. These rooted vegetables in the fall are better grown in warmer zones. It may be too late to grow them in zones 5 and 6 and 7. However, all 3 of these rooted vegetables taste sweeter during cooler temperatures. The last bunch are garlic, onions, and spinach. Garlic is one of the easiest fall food crop. Garlic is the perfect prep crop. You plant it now, and next summer you pull up big bulbs that last 4 months. It doesn't need attention, and it survives winter in almost every growing zone. Onions is also a plant now, harvest later plant. Onion sets can be planted in late fall. They sleep through winter and wake up strong in spring. It's another long-term food source that stretches meals. And spinach thrives in cold weather. Spinach is one of the strongest winter vegetables. I harvest spinach from my raised bed, and I use them in several dishes. They're great in salads, on sandwiches, and in soups. Now, some of these vegetables can handle the cold on their own, but a few of them will need even more protection, especially if you live in cooler zones like me. I use this cold frame cover from Vego garden, and it basically creates a mini greenhouse over your bed. It helps hold warmth, blocks frost, keeps your greens like spinach, kale, and collards growing longer in the season. So if you want to keep harvesting even as temperatures drop, adding a simple cold weather system can make a huge difference. Guys, this is bok choy, and you can see how healthy the roots are. I'm growing this bok choy, can you believe it, in water. So you don't need a big backyard, you don't need a raised bed. All you need is water. Yes, you can grow vegetables in water, and this is the proof. Now, I'm going to put this bok choy in my raised bed because we are getting warmer temps, and hopefully it will be okay, because bok choy is a cool weather plant. And for those of you who don't have the space or live in an apartment, or you only have a porch or a terrace, you can also grow your own fresh fruits and vegetables. You can see I am growing mine in a hydroponic system by GROWELL. You can see the amount of vegetables that I have. It's mostly leafy greens. I'm growing bok choy, I'm growing lettuce, I'm growing kale. I am also growing peppers in this hydroponic system. So this is a great alternative for those of you who really don't want to go out and garden outside. This is also perfect for those of you who live in colder climates because you know it's getting a little colder, so you can grow indoors with this hydroponic system. Everything in this system is being grown in water, so no dirt required. All you need is to put a little bit of vitamins, nutrients in it once a week and you're good. And this can sit on your windowsill. If you're interested in a hydroponic system like this by GROWELL, I just happen to have a discount code you can use and save money on this really great product. I really have enjoyed it, and it's really good for us gardeners in colder climates who want to garden all season long. As I mentioned, if you're interested in any of the products in this video, go to the description section to save money with my discount code on both the Vego Garden Winter Protection Cover Set and the GROWELL Hydroponic System. Look, what's happening with this government shutdown and people getting furloughed and people not getting their SNAP benefits, it really has me thinking why we need to be more self-sufficient. And guys, starting a garden is the first step. It's the easiest step. Let's face it. Most of us can't quit our jobs and live off the land. That's way too complicated. But you can start your own garden in your own backyard, and it doesn't have to be complicated. All you need is a couple of seeds and you grow it. You follow this channel with these simple tips. I make it very simple on how to start, how to grow your food in your backyard, and you don't need a big space. You can start a garden even indoors. And guys, you know I'm all about saving money because gardening should not be expensive. So if you happen to have some leftover seeds from the summer or the fall, the best thing to do is to take them out and save them and storage them. That's the best way to save on gardening. This is some okra that I did not use right here, and I'm going to harvest these seeds because okra is pretty expensive in the store. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out the seeds. You can see the seeds are inside right there, and I'm going to So guys, when the government does open, and you know it will, that doesn't mean that we need to take it easy or relax because you know history always repeats itself. So this is a good time if you haven't started a garden yet or you have been thinking of starting a garden. This is the moment to do it because we really don't know what our future is. We really don't know what can happen, and we really overall have to be self-sufficient. Normally, I don't do videos like this, and I really don't get into politics, but just because we are gardeners doesn't mean that we close our eyes and we focus on just vegetables and flowers. We have to be able to see the big picture, and sometimes the big picture is right in front of us. So that means for me anyway that I'm going to start gardening even more. I'm even thinking of getting some chickens. I heard that quail is a little better than chickens. It's easier than chickens. So I'm even thinking of getting some quail to start getting some eggs, because anything you can do to move forward to make sure that you are prepared is the best thing that I think couldn't happen. So guys, thank you so much for joining me here on my channel, The Determined Gardener. Don't forget to hit that sub button, that like button, and share this video with your family or friends or anyone who is thinking that they want to start a garden, because again, I think this is the best time to do it. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and I happen to want to show you something. Just a minute, wait 1 minute. If you're looking for bargains, this is the best time to also do it. This is landscape weed barrier fabric that I plan to use later this week. And guess how much I paid for it? I paid $1 in Walmart. This week I went to Walmart and they had so many big discounts. You can see that video. If you are near a Walmart, you probably want to check out their gardening section because they have so many products. And I can tell you this fabric in the big box stores is like $17, $15. I got it for $1 at Walmart. You want to check out that video. See you guys. Happy gardening. Bye-bye.